Adolf Hitler was known for his peculiarities and idiosyncrasies, and one of his lesser-known beliefs was his advocacy for vegetarianism. This view, along with others expressed in his private conversations, were recorded in a book called Hitler's Table Talk, which compiled his statements between 1941 and 1944. In this article, we will explore some of Hitler's views on vegetarianism, Britain, and other topics. Hitler's beliefs on vegetarianism were based on his belief in the superiority of the Aryan race and his opposition to the consumption of meat. He believed that the consumption of meat was barbaric and uncivilized, and that a vegetarian diet was more in line with the values of his ideology. Hitler also believed that a vegetarian diet was healthier and could lead to a longer life. He claimed that he had given up eating meat in 1931 and had not eaten it since. Hitler also held strong views on Britain and the British people. He believed that the British were a decadent and degenerate people, and that their empire was a product of their greed and dishonesty. He saw the British as a weak and effeminate people, who lacked the courage and resolve to stand up to the challenges of the modern world. Hitler also believed that the British people were susceptible to the influence of Jewish propaganda, and that they would ultimately be defeated by the superior strength of the German people. In addition to his views on vegetarianism and Britain, Hitler also expressed opinions on a variety of other topics in Hitler's Table Talk. He believed that the German people were the superior race and that they had a natural right to dominate Europe. He also believed that democracy was a failed system of government and that a strong leader was necessary to guide the nation. He believed in the importance of culture and the arts, and he was particularly fond of classical music. It is important to note that Hitler's views were often contradictory and inconsistent. While he advocated for vegetarianism, he also enjoyed eating sausages and other meat dishes. Similarly, while he believed that the British were a weak and effeminate people, he was also fond of British culture and admired the works of Shakespeare and other British authors. In conclusion, Hitler's views on vegetarianism, Britain, and other topics provide insight into his complex and often contradictory worldview. While some of his beliefs were based on legitimate concerns about health and cultural preservation, others were rooted in his racist and authoritarian ideology. Understanding Hitler's beliefs and motivations is an important part of understanding the history of the 20th century and the legacy of fascism and authoritarianism.